Hey, Chaz, for my supervillain name, I'm gonna phone a friend. Chris, are you there?
Hello?
Hey, are you there? Chaz has a question for us, okay?
Yeah, sure.
If you have to name me a supervillain name, what would it be?
Oh, we're using a tiny microphone. The Terror of McGiggletown.
There you go, Chaz. You got your answer.
Yeah.
If I could take one superhero for an adventure, I would take either Cheetah or Harley Quinn or Batman. They're all fun and dark and like interesting.
Hi, Abdul. The connection between Diana and Cheetah is, well, they work together and they're friends in the very beginning of the movie. And Barbara Minerva, who becomes Cheetah, she really looks up to Diana and really wants to be her. And Diana really loves being around Barbara. And it makes the relationship a bit more complicated and interesting as Barbara starts to change. And the rest you'll have to see. Hi, Matt. The challenge of playing a character as complex as Cheetah was, well, I have to say I was a lot more nervous going into it than when I actually got there, because Patty really worked with me in trying to find all the different levels of this character. And I've never really done anything like this. And I know, Wonder Woman has such a huge fan following, and, with the comics and everything, I didn't want to let anybody down. But yeah, working with Patty, it made it just so much easier. And there were challenges throughout, and some of the physical stuff was really challenging, but ultimately it was just so fun. Hi, Ronnie. Bringing Cheetah into live action was incredible. I'm such a superhero movie nerd, and I've always wanted to be in a movie like this. And when I saw the first Wonder Woman, I freaked out, and I still can't believe that I'm in the second one. It was an amazing experience.
This is a great question. It's hi, I'm Camilla. I'm from Brazil. I was born in 1984, and I absolutely loved the 80s and Gal Gadot and Wonder Woman, especially the music from it. So I know this is not a huge topic about the movie, but I'm dying to know if we're going to see some of the classic 80s songs in there, sending lots of hugs from afar. Stay safe, everyone. Well, that's a great question, Camilla. There is a little bit of music in there, but here's the bigger thing that we did that I love. Hans Zimmer is one of the members of the first bands to ever have a track on MTV, the Buggles. Video Killed the Radio Star. A lot of people don't know that about Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer was an original member of the first band to ever be on MTV. So what Hans and I challenged ourselves to do here, which I was so excited about, was to write new music that was music from the 80s as well. And so there's a lot of the music is a huge part of this movie, and there's a lot of cool stuff to look forward to, but including one of the legends of now and the 80s, contributing all new music just for Wonder Woman's world. Aklisha from India, what a beautiful name, Aklisha. I hope I'm saying it right. Is a question for Patty Jenkins. What did you learn from the first WW movie and WW84? Oof, where do I begin? I learned so much. I have always loved Wonder Woman, and I have always loved these films. I think that what I learn every single time is how important these metaphors are to people, just as they were to me when I was growing up. I think that the fact that you can use these beloved characters like we're getting to use Wonder Woman to tell stories about us and where we are right now and how endlessly timeless they are as a result of it. I think that's what I learned. Here we are making a movie in 1984 before we made one in 1917, but both of them are about the here and now in our world. and we're using this character that we believe in and love to tell a new story. And so I think I learned how much I love them and how enduring these characters are. That's a great one. Question from Owen Seiler. How did you decide that Cheetah and Maxwell Lord should be the villains of the film? Well, good question, Owen. They are quintessential. They are both quintessential Wonder Woman, villains. So the first one that came to mind was Cheetah. I almost wanted Cheetah in the first movie, but then when that didn't work out, we ended up she was our immediate go-to for the second movie. But then as the story sort of started to come to life, it suddenly became clear that Maxwell Lord was also like such an important part of making that story work. And then I loved the idea of the two of them together and getting to see how that confused and made things more interesting. So it was a very easy go-to thing that I was super excited to see those guys. And there are plenty more I'm excited to see too.
Jaden, what DC character would I want to go on an adventure with? That question is an easy one for me to answer. Wonder Woman, first, second, third, and always. What can you expect from the new movie? Olivia, I think you can expect a whole bunch of stuff. A ton of action, a lot of heart. I think the thing that separates Wonder Woman as a character and as a story is that there's a ton of love and heart and compassion and joy in her character and in these stories. Tons of different locales in this one. Great outfits, great 80s outfits, great 80s music. Hans Zimmer created an incredible, indelible, unforgettable score for our film. And a lot of laughs, I think. And I think given the crazy time we're in, there's no better time for a woman or a story like Wonder Woman.